you don't smoke weed. I know this. But I'm gonna get you high today. Cause it's Friday, you ain't got no job, and you ain't got shit to do.
Yo, it's your boy Big Ev, a.k.a. the Double Vodka Dog. Here with my co-host, Young Wayne Jetski. Producer Colin Cooper, the real MVP on the ones and twos. We are 808s and Smoke Breaks. We are back.
We're back, and that's probably my best skirt, I think, of all time.
It was good. It had a nice... The skirt, it had the actual, like, the skirt. Like, it had, like, the actual... When you said I could hear the wheels, like, just
I got squeaky
sliding.
with it.
I could hear the wheels just sliding on pavement. It was beautiful.
It was.
Touching. Very nice. That was very nice to start the show off with, actually. But, I mean, one man who's not doing very nice right now, Tekashi 6ix9ine.
Our boy Tekashi. Outside of this Inner City Press Twitter account, he's been live tweeting it. I think we've been given the most nonstop updates in the white boy rap podcast industry.
I think so too. Name one more white boy rap podcast that's just breaking down Tekashi 6ix9ine trials, testimony, the whole nine. But also I feel like, I was gonna say this should be, like I said last week, this should be our generation's version of OJ, but it's not on TV. And he was never as clean cut and all this, obviously. The crazy, honestly, not to just get off the Tekashi thing, but it is so crazy with OJ. Like, the equivalent of what happened with OJ would be like if what OJ did and happened to Peyton Manning right now. Think about that from
he was that beloved?
Yes, think about that from like our perspective. He was the
Hertz
commercial guy, actor. Think of like clean cut, like amazing running back. Think about, and in his generation, it was about the running back, not the quarterback. For our generation, like it's Peyton Manning, SNL, funny commercials, like all that shit.
I can't imagine Peyton
like,
Manning's dumbass head.
If Peyton Manning chopped off 2 people's heads and got away with it.
Not that, his wife
chopped off his wife's head
and her
lover. Ex-wife, I guess.
Peyton Manning is a low-key scum, though. He put his balls all over his trainer's fucking face in
he did, but
college.
Sexual harassment, but like sort of funny, but like not funny. Like not funny, but like
if it was a dude trainer, it was so funny.
It was a dude. That's
it's
see,
a female
that's where
trainer.
It is.
That's why it's
if it was a dude trainer, it would have been very funny.
That's so
but
funny.
Since
balls in
it's
your friend's
girl,
face, hilarious always.
But since it's a girl, it's not funny. That's sexual harassment.
Yeah, sexual harassment. Well.
Did you hear? I'm sorry, I just have to add this. Have you ever heard of the Buffalo Bills Kardashian O.J. Simpson theory?
Oh, how it's all the Buffalo Bills' fault because they didn't...
I'll just read it for the people. What?
Joe Rogan said this, I think.
Yeah, it's crazy. The Buffalo Bills barely lost a game in 1970 by missing on a bad pass for a touchdown. The loss allowed them to get the first pick in the draft, where they took O.J. Simpson. O.J. lived in Buffalo, where he met his wife Nicole and then allegedly killed her. He then hired Robert Kardashian to be his lawyer. They won the case, making the Kardashians somewhat famous. Then Kim drops a sex tape and becomes famous. So basically, the 1970 Buffalo Bills are the reason we have to deal with the Kardashians today. Because if they hadn't won that game, they wouldn't have had the top pick and took OJ. So he would have never met Nicole, and thus would have never had the chance to kill her, preventing the entire Kardashian family from ever being a silver of a subject in modern culture. Damn you, Buffalo Bills.
That's a crazy leapfrog, and it's very interesting, but I don't really like the Kardashian hate that much. I was sitting with my mom, my aunts, and a lot of strong, independent female women this weekend at a wedding, and we were talking about the Kardashians, and I was like, I don't fuck with them, and they're like, how do you not fuck with them? I was like, well, their whole thing is built off a sex tape, and all my cousins were like, you know how many like women that were like her Kim's level of fame had a sex tape leak that no one fucking cared about, and no one built a career off of? These women built $1 billion empire off a sex tape.
I'm like
business women wise, they are fucking some of the most influential and inspirational business women. This is me not speaking from my perspective. They don't inspire me, but I'm saying like this is what my cousins and like were all telling me that's how they feel like they were able to kind of take what should have been a negative situation for their family, like being thrust into limelight, and make it into a ridiculous monetary gain.
I'm the biggest Team Kardashian guy.
Let's be Team Kardashian together.
No, I see. Like you're saying, you just got on the train. I've been one forever.
Okay, well, I'm happy to be part of the team.
I'm saying my thing is, everyone wants to talk about like, oh, like all they got was a mixtape. They built it off Bruce Jenner, Kardashian.
A mixtape? Who's rapping?
Not the sex tape.
Kim rapping?
The sex tape. Fucking.
Come on the pod.
They probably would do numbers.
Yeah.
Sex tape. Bruce Jenner, Kardashian, OJ trial, the whole nine. I don't think like the 0.0001% of people could have turned that sex tape into $1 billion empire.
Yeah, I agree.
And that, like, you can say, people that say they're talentless, all this, like, I guess building a business should be considered somewhat of a talent. Marketing should be a talent.
Kris Jenner's a genius.
She is a genius. Genius. She is so unbelievably smart. People just want to point like at like stupid comments they make on Keeping Up with the Kardashians and just be like, oh, they're just a bunch of dumb idiots, dumb bitches. But I mean, they're so smart. Like, you can't, like, these people that watch, like, it's so funny because my one boy, like, absolutely despises them. And we always get into these, like, long-winded, heated debates over, like, the Kardashians and, like, all this kind of stuff. But, I mean, I just think you have to be so close-minded to not be able to see, like, what they built and what they took. Like your family was saying, not everyone just, like, I mean, think about all the people, not even, I'll actually go the opposite of what they said in terms of, like,
people who had a sex tape and didn't turn it into,
like, I'm saying, yeah, like, all the people who had a sex tape and just, like, they just had a sex tape.
Yeah.
And they got whatever. They maybe got a couple porno residuals. They turned it to their youngest daughter is a billionaire.
And
they're all
the rest are not
crazy
that far
smart.
off.
They're all crazy smart. Like, whatever, like, they model and shit. You can say that's talent. It's not. I would say it is to an extent. But, I mean, what they've been able to, like...
talent to find the right surgeon to give you some titties and a nice new ass.
Yeah, but I think there's something that goes to it as well a little bit. I mean,
Yeah,
I don't
I
know. I've never I've not like modeled. I guess I've done like photo shoots.
You've probably modeled more than the rest of the general population, I would say.
That's
Like
I mean,
Barstool shit.
I mean, yeah. I mean, I've done photo shoots, so I guess. But I mean,
You're a model.
you could say that. I've low key always wanted to be like a plus size model.
You
I always
are.
thought that'd be
You
sick.
fucking own it.
You could say that.
You know, Kim was in a Tupac video. She just really revealed that when she was 14, she lied about her age. I forgot the name of the song, but she revealed she was on someone's podcast last week, and she said that she lied to be in a Tupac video. They're like, it's a clip of her and all these girls walking down a runway, and Kim does not look 14 years old. She said she was 18, but she walks down the runway like Tupac's at the edge of the runway, like mean mug and mobbed up, and she walks down like stretcher stuff and turns around. Like, dude, that girl, like. I think Kim is, like, obviously beautiful now, but she's obviously plastic surgery'd up. Like, 2008, 2009, Kim Kardashian, before all the surgery, like, right when Keeping Up with the Kardashians just, like, kind of was hitting its stride, right after Ray J. I want to say probably 2009, maybe 2010. I was all on Kim K, bro. She had those Egyptian, like, glossy, not gonna say glossy, like, caramel skin. She had big-ass, like, natural lips.
I love that shit.
Before they're plumping
I still love her now.
Oh, I love her now, but back then she was, like, thick. She didn't have that, like, fucking, she didn't have her ribs
she's
removed.
still thick. She's still thick.
Like, she's artificial thick. Like, this is before GMOs. This is pre-GMO Kim. This is before the fillers and everything. I was all into that. Like, her sex tape days. Ugh, I would smash that up. And you can see why black dudes like fucking love a girl built like her, bro.
Yeah.
Ugh.
Why anyone would like someone built like her?
But like, I feel like you never see like black dudes with skinny white, like super skinny white girls, except in Get Out. Like, you always see. You know, it's a weird couple dynamic. You see, you always see super skinny black dudes and really fat white bitches.
Yeah, but that's just like.
Also, you see him in Tuscaloosa with the white chicks.
With big white girls or like
No, the football players with like fine ass skinny blonde bitches.
that's different. I can see that for sure.
Because they're little snow bunnies. That's what I refer to them, little snow bunnies.
But you always see black dudes with like usually either like really thick white girls or like skinny black dudes with fat as fuck white women.
Yeah.
That's a weird dynamic.
But nah, I mean, it's just because black guys, I mean, there's just a thing about white women. And like, see, also,
And
like,
I think they also have just way
also,
bigger dicks, so they just like, need more ass.
Yeah, I can, and also they suck crazy dick.
White girls?
Like, no, well, big white girls.
Really?
I can attest. Yeah. Like I'm telling you, a big white girl, she will do things that you like. She will literally like. I'm trying to think the best way I can explain this.
Because she doesn't always get picked up off the bench and picked up.
She
Like,
will.
this is her time to shine.
She will do things that will like in the comfort of your own bed that will embarrass you. Like when she's sucking your dick and her nose is inside your belly button, because her mouth is so big that she will swallow your shit. You literally will feel self-conscious, but the top will be off the charts.
Yeah, I don't want that at all. I don't want any noses in my belly button, but I mean, it sounds good. Sounds like something I should try.
Like not literally, but like they will literally have your fucking balls in their mouth as well as your dick, and be slobbering on it.
Well, hey, fuck it.
It's
You gotta get it how you live. How did we get on the Kardashians?
OJ
Simpson, because we were comparing
OJ to
Tekashi. All right, let's circle back into Tekashi. Just one.
Yeah, that got off the rails.
That got off
that
the
was like an
fucking rails.
episode like 2 or 3 off the rails.
But
just kicking off the show. Fuck it.
But we did
Fuck
get
it.
like have good conversation built into it. Like that wasn't like that was just a complete trajectory of us spitting out like ridiculous thoughts.
And it kind of was.
Yeah, it kind of was.
I
But
literally just started saying how like fat girls stick their nose in my belly button because they just have so much mouth. They have more mouth than I have penis.
But we came to the consensus that we appreciate the Kardashians for what they do.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
Okay, so that's good.
I love the
We came to the
Kardashians.
fact that we're Team Kardashian. Anyway, Tekashi update. Since the last time we recorded, we talked about it. There's been some updates in the case, obviously. As always, as I said, we said the first 2 episodes that we kind of touched back on this. There's this guy on Twitter at Inner City Press, Press, not Prez. He's doing live updates. He's a New York City journalist. He's been killing it. His Twitter following is more than doubled since he's been doing it. Quadrupled, essentially. So he's live tweeting everything. So where I'm getting the majority of my information. So since last week, a video of the alleged kidnapping that's took place with 6ix9ine being the victim was released, where the gang members who were supposed to be protecting him allegedly kidnapped him because they were angry he wasn't paying them anymore. So that's on film. There's a wiretap and a camera set up in the back of the car service.
That video is crazy.
Insane.
Just like it's just so wild to like actually hear him be like. Just him, like, kind of like, just like
pleading.
Literally, I was gonna use the word pleading. He just pleading, being like, "Yo, like, I've always done right by you. Like, I've always taken care of you," kind of thing. Like, and they're just like, "Nah, fuck that." Like,
give me get out of the car right fucking now. And he's like trying not to get out of the car. He explains the situation, how they hit. So it's this guy Harv, and I don't know if the other guy was Nuke, they called, but one of them was definitely
Nuke,
this guy
Nuke.
Harv and Nuke. So they were trailing Tekashi. Tekashi hadn't been giving them as much money as he'd been giving Shotty. He kind of went under Shotty's wing.
Shotty was definitely more like his guy.
Yeah, and was probably getting the most money.
But Shotty was also by far the most like reckless one.
Yeah,
like all the.
Well, I don't know. I think they're all reckless.
No, but I'm saying just specifically Shotty. Like a lot of the testimony that 6ix9ine gave up, like that had to do with him, was literally about times where like the one time like he was at the Barclays Center. He said 2 guys just came up to him, started videotaping him, chirping him, like talking shit that he's not about it, he's not hood, whatever. And Shotty saw like after the fact, they literally got in the car, chased him down, and he literally got out and just started shooting at them. Like that's like a different level of just like recklessness.
Yeah, I
that's
agree
like some
with that.
on site, like just shooting them like in the middle of the city,
Well,
over just like trolling them.
These guys were reckless enough they just fucking slammed the back of Tekashi's car to get him to stop. And that's how they got him to pull over. So I mean, they're just as if not. On
I
the
mean,
same
no, they're
level.
all real. Like they're real bloods. Like they really do this. Like they like. I just think like when you grew up a certain way, and like have just lived and just been so ingrained in that life, you can't just like flip that switch off,
I agree.
especially right away.
And if you're not getting
I've
paid,
really almost
you'll
never, but, like-
kidnap somebody who was apparently paying you before. So they take him out of the car and make him go to his house to get $360,000 worth of jewelry. They put him back in the car, and then you hear the wiretap ends, or the recording ends after Tekashi gets out of his car because his driver apparently flipped and was an FBI informant before Tekashi even was, like just a couple days prior to it. But that wasn't the reason why he had the recording in the first place. He worked for an agency, a driving agency that always had the car recorded, or all drives recorded. And then Tekashi basically got the jewelry from his house, brought it back, and somehow was able to escape the Harv and Nuke. So they detailed that whole exchange. A lot of people were saying that they think the robbery and kidnapping was fake. This kind of showed, obviously, that it was real, because you saw Tekashi pleading for his life, like telling, "Don't please put the gun away. Like I've always done right by you, Harv," and they didn't give a shit. Then more wiretaps come out. In kind of implicating Shotty and Harv again in different situations. So one with Shotty and Harv right before or right after Tekashi's last Breakfast Club interview, where he denounces all the Bloods, saying that like they're dirty Bloods. I'm not with them anymore. And the wiretap is Shotty and Harv kind of just laughing. and basically saying like, yeah, we knew this dude wasn't about it, and Shotty saying, I'm gonna feed him, which means like I'm gonna feed him bullets, I'm gonna shoot him. And there was another one with Harv and Nuke, basically going back and forth saying that if Tekashi was with them, not Shotty, this never would have happened, but they didn't want to get that close to a weird dude. Like his only purpose was to make money for the gang, basically kind of affirming what Tekashi had said all along. So basically nothing too crazy new came out. They just kind of reaffirming the initial things that Tekashi said, but maybe one thing new that came out was the spokesperson or someone who had some ties to the U.S. or to the FBI said that if Tekashi wanted to go into witness protection, the government would pay for him to get basically his whole look changed, face tattoos removed, haircut. So witness protection is 100% a possibility for him.
See, I just wonder with something like that though, even if he did get all like, obviously like probably go like shaved head, remove all his tattoos, all that stuff, he's still like, he would literally have to go to like Wyoming.
Yeah.
Like, I don't know, like, he'd have, like, Wyoming, Idaho, maybe, like, the Dakotas. They might be the only people that wouldn't just, like, recognize him. Even, I get, like, change the whole look.
He's going to get scarred up from that.
I would think so. Like, he just has so many tattoos, like, on his face and all over his body. Like, I just feel like that would take forever. Because it burns your skin. Like, you can only do so much at a time. I've seen on, like, True Life and shit like that, where people get, like, tattoos, like, bad tattoos removed and shit. I couldn't fathom like how long it would take to remove all the tattoos. Like the dude has a massive 6 on his forehead. That alone would take like more than a day. He's got a big ass rose thing type of thing on the like flower thing on the other side of his head. He's got all the other shit all over his face, jaw, all like his neck, all his arms, like everything. Like it would take forever.
See, I think the thing with witness protection is it's not like we always necessarily think where like you just get sent to like a home in Bumblefuck, Iowa. Like I'm pretty sure you're in a community that has stuff within that where you like obviously don't have to worry about being recognized.
Yeah, the government. I think we touched on this a little bit.
Well, it's a community of like other. Is it like other witness protection people?
I would think so.
If it's like a serious case like that, yeah. Or they'll like just send him off somewhere else and they'll get like send him to the middle of nowhere where no one recognizes him like that. But in a case like this, they'll put him in like a development with people who like are also witnesses or informants and like just give you a stipend.
Do you know what I just realized?
Like $60,000 stipend or something like that.
So if like the scene, like I think we had even said this the last time. I said it at least. Like the ending scene in Goodfellas, when he's like oh like I asked for spaghetti and meatballs and they gave me fucking like egg noodles and ketchup, and he's like on the lawn and it's like you can tell it's like a brand new house, like new development, like the grass isn't grown yet. You think that's the development he was in?
Yeah,
he was with all just other people that were like in with witness protection as well.
Yeah,
damn. I'm just putting pieces together.
Well, they're calling him the Henry Hill of hip hop.
I just didn't fully, for sure. I guess I never put like the complete 2 and 2 that the reason he was
like
in
a full house,
like the reason he was in like a new development was because it's like literally like a witness protection development.
Yeah, exactly.
Huh.
Well, the more you know, and that's the Tekashi update.
Yeah, fucking A.
I guess next week is sentencing, I think. So that'll be the last we hear of it for a while. But like we said previously, we just want to keep you updated because this is one of the biggest like trials in hip hop in a while.
Fuck it. I mean, it's just box office stuff. Like, honestly, for real, shout out to Inner City Press. Literally just tweeting every single thing that happened. Everything from every quote, movement, word, everything from everybody. It's just been like so like just reading. It was so crazy because the day like that I was going through, like the day that 6ix9ine was actually the days that he was on the stand. Like some of the stuff you would read, you would literally sit and especially the first day I read it, I was sitting and thinking, I was like, is this like actually real? Like, is this just like a troll?
And then audio,
and then you realize like no, like this guy's like a real like dude, like he really does, like he's out doing periscopes. He honestly in between was like more concerned. He's tweeting out shit about the United Nations.
Oh yeah,
like that's clearly what he's more passionate about because I feel like he kept talking about stuff like that, but he just was covering this, and this was just so like important in pop culture.
How fast do your fingers have to be able to tweet that much?
Dude, that's what I was saying. Like, how was he doing it?
I don't know.
Like, he must have literally been tweeting, like, literally sitting there with the next tweet queued up and just, like... Because I would notice he would have, like, little mistakes every now and then, but really not too bad.
Not too bad at all.
Like, just every now and then. So I can't even, like, he must have literally just been like, just tweeting everything as much as the characters could fit, like send new tweet, and just literally just kept doing it like that. That's the only way I could fathom doing what he was doing.
Some people have a gift that they can tweet in real time without anyone else noticing. Maybe it's a tweet deck thing, but fucking Trill, other guy who does mixtape.
Yeah, Trill Withers.
Trill Withers, he's down in Atlanta right now. But I remember the first time I met him, I think I was talking to him and Ebony at the old office for like 10, 15 minutes, and I followed him on Twitter prior to that. And I looked at his I just saw him on Twitter like tweeting something out. I clicked his profile, and in the exact time frame that me and Ebony were talking to him, there was like fucking 10 tweets rattled off, and I wasn't paying attention to whether he was like looking in his pocket real quick, and I don't think he's like a tweet that guy, because it was all like coherent thoughts like about something going on in real time. I was like, damn, some people just have a Twitter gene.
Yeah, no, that's true.
Our Twitter games aren't bad. Oh, I think we have good Twitter games.
Mine's true. I don't think mine's very good.
You think
I'm like streaky.
I'm streaky too.
I think I have whenever I have like
better than our IG. I gotta figure out IG.
Yeah, I'm not good on IG either. I'm just like, I've been trying to get better with IG. I feel like I've been learning more. Like, I feel like you just gotta like post more.
Yeah, I get like,
because I feel like people think when you post more, you get when you post like more often, you get less engagement, which is probably true. But I think your followers go up though when you post more, because I feel like people that just like don't post that often, I feel like it's like a weird, especially if you're not posting like a ton of content on it, people will just see it and like not follow you.
We had a meeting here once about that, like posting on social and stuff like that, and they said you can post literally multiple times every day and it won't affect you at all.
I should start doing that then.
What do you mean won't affect you?
I also don't know if I should
like,
do videos
for
or
that reason where like
where
you think like someone like me where
followers?
I'm like on Instagram, I post once every like, I don't know, I literally just posted a picture just first time in like 4 months, and not intentionally, but like for that reasoning where you're like, oh, I don't want less likes because I posted yesterday, you know?
I feel
it's like that.
No,
you
yeah,
just
that's
pump your shit
something
out, it'll get the same recognition. It doesn't like decrease.
I think me and you should just do more video stuff. Like I was at this wedding last weekend. I should have done like had someone record me doing something stupid with like my little baby cousin. Then I'm like looking at photos when I was off 20 edibles and like drunk, and like I don't want to post this grainy photo of me in a fucking barn. I want like something funny. So
that's I try to be good about. That's why like even when we're like in like we're in Wisconsin, I try to do a couple things like stuff like that, just like selfie videos, like little things here and there. I try to stay on top of that kind of stuff.
If you want to be my Instagram coach, I'm at 4K right now. I would really like to hit 10. I'm at 12 on Twitter. I'm okay with that for now. But if you want to like coach me through Instagram, you have some tips and you have a reputable background, hit my DM. You know, we'll see if we can figure something out.
I can't wait to hit 10 on Instagram.
It's just a flex.
It just having that K there, like I feel like you're just even looked at by like just women differently.
Dude, it's so much easier
such a
for
flex.
a girl to have 10K on Twitter.
Well, yeah, Instagram. But I mean, because that's so much of a girl. What I mean, not girls. What like just people use Instagram for.
Hot girls.
I don't fully like I get it, but I also don't fully. I'm like sort of. I'm like half with the door open on the side where it's like, why do you like just stare at all these girls on Instagram? Like you can just literally watch porn.
I agree.
But then on the other side, I do understand that it's like, oh, it's kind of like these are like real girls. Like it's not like literally just to like jerk off to them. Like
dude, they're not real girls.
It's like
though.
eye candy. But they're not real girls.
They're
not real girls, but they're real girls.
My boys
like they don't like. Whereas like a porn star feels like more like a fantasy person.
It feels like attainable, like an IG.
That's what I'm saying. Like an IG girl feels like, oh, it's like she's like a real like person. Like she's just like
I have this
posting
group
on IG
chat
like everyone else.
where it's called Shoes and Tits, and we send pictures of shoes and pictures of hot girls. And my friends are starting to become like IG thought snobs. Like when we first started, it was like you see a girl that like has like 1,000 followers from your college, you send her in, she's hot. Like you guys like, oh damn, that girl's hot. My friend knew her, my friend fucked her, whatever. And now it's like Julia Rose, fucking Betsy Alvarez, like all these girls that have 1 million followers, and we're sending them and we're sending pictures in when we see them. And these girls are too hot. They all have plastic surgery. They all have like editors for their pictures, and we'll send them in. My buddy Rob's the worst. He's like, that girl's not hot. Like, ew, her fingernails gross me out or something weird. I'm like, bro, we're getting desensitized to hot girls because of Instagram.
No, it's true.
You're gonna fuck up your expectations, and you're not gonna be able to like. You're gonna get a hot piece of ass that walks by you in real life, and you're like, oh, she doesn't look like Julia Rose, because no one looks like fucking Julia Rose, dog.
See, that's what I love.
Debbie Rose Mowray, not a real person.
That's what I love about like a lot my boy, especially my boys like back home that I grew up with. We're not too into that, so I think we are very like realistic on what girls are like hot or what are not.
Yeah,
like I think you got to see that, even especially girls in person too. You got to see like, because there's so many sleepers that you like see a girl that she might not like completely jump out, and then you'll see her like one or two more times. You'll be like, yo, like, she's low key bad.
And not every girl
and then you'll
fits
realize
that body type.
that's what I'm saying.
And body type.
And I think it's, what was I gonna say? It's more just like a I think people. Oh, this is what I was gonna say. Like, because I hate when guys. It always drives me nuts when guys like my one boy Durs always does it, and he'll just be like, "Yo, like this, like he's like, oh, like that girl's not hot." Who like is definitely hot, and I'm like, "Yo, like I've literally seen you fuck a walrus. Like, how are you gonna sit here and tell me this girl's not hot? Like, I've seen you fuck disgusting girls."
That's what I'm saying.
I'm like, "Yo, like don't sit here and tell me this girl like oh like she's not that hot just because like for whatever reason, like it's bananas."
Nothing gets me pissed when they're like, this girl isn't hot. And I'm like, dude, that girl's fucking hot. I don't know what you're talking about. To transition over a little bit, we're talking about IG thoughts. This guy's not an IG thought, but he was bugging out on IG on Instagram recently this week. Aaron Carter, brother of Backstreet Boys' Nick Carter. But I almost think Aaron Carter's a little bit more famous to his own right because he had those solo bangers that his brother never had. You know,
Hell no.
Fucking How I Beat
Nick
Shaq.
Carter was the fucking man.
Dude, Aaron Carter was dope though when he was 12. What was the party about the one song about the house party? Fire! Like I fucked with Aaron Carter heavy.
I want to say one thing right now. Aaron Carter is what got me into music. When I was 5 years old, I was blasting Aaron Carter singles, seeing them on fucking seeing them on TV, and being like, "Mom, like that's what I want for my birthday. I want the Aaron Carter CD." Dancing around my room, going fucking nuts. Aaron Carter was literally like the first person.
Aaron's party. Party's over here, United, come get it.
Yo,
come get it.
Yo, he was fire.
Dude, I think I could rap that song like word for word if we played it out loud.
What was his like really, really big song?
Come Get It, this one. It's
no, but there's another one that's like
How I Beat Shaq.
No, he had
Shaq in the video.
No, but I'm saying there were other ones that were like I think I was on it maybe even like younger than that.
Yeah, you were probably I Want Candy.
Yo,
I Want Candy.
That's what I was thinking, like that kind of shit. That's what I was thinking, like all that shit. Bangers.
Well, he doesn't want candy anymore. He just wants fucking meth. That's what it looks like. This guy's sucked the fuck out. Apparently, his relationship with his brother Nick is super volatile. Nick just filed a restraining order against him, saying Aaron expressed the interest or the desire to kill Nick's pregnant wife, and then when Nick and Aaron found out that the restraining order was filed, he went on his Instagram and Twitter and posted a video of him singing "Bye Bye Bye" by NSYNC as a diss to Nick and flipping off the camera. It's cold, but like he just did it, and he's like looks like he weighs all of 110 pounds, like meth face, looks like your typical New Mexico tweaker, and he's just singing like "Bye Bye Bye," like flipping off the camera, and like it's a cold move to do that, to throw out the Backstreet Boys under the bus and just rep NSYNC when your brother and your family probably are all sitting on the fucking Backstreet Boys, the heir to the Backstreet Boys throne and estate. But I don't know. It's a tough look for Nick Carter. He had to surrender all his guns. Apparently, he's off Xanax now. He looks like he's doing better. Me and Ev just watched an interview with him.
This is Nick Carter who is crazy.
I'm sorry, no, Aaron Carter surrendered his guns. Right. Nick Carter's fine. Aaron Carter is the one who apparently is crazy. We watched a TMZ interview with him. He surrendered his guns. But slippery slope to fall down. How the mighty have fallen. Aaron Carter.
I still always think of him as he brought so much joy to my life. I'm telling you, I literally can picture right now, like me and my sister just going nuts, like in one of our bedrooms, just jumping all over the place, dancing, fucking just going wild, just wanting candy and shit. He might have contributed to my obesity.
Aaron Carter could have, but but you took the lyrics too literally because it was about a girl named Candy, and you just wanted fucking almond joys.
Almond joys?
That was a bad choice.
That's that Long Island candy.
Yeah, that's that fucking.
I don't know. I
trash.
I panicked and I said almond joy.
There's a verbal meme to what you just said. I just Nick Young'd you.
I
just looked at you like I was like out of all the candy you could say almond joys. You think I was just sitting at home stuffing my face? Nah,
you're definitely a Snickers Butterfinger kid.
No, not butter. I would say more like Twix. Definitely, I was more of a Milky Way guy, but
more over Snickers.
I love them both.
I do too.
Egregious.
I'm the same way. I'm a diehard Reese's guy, so
Reese's as well. Love Reese's.
Snickers really.
I'm also a big sour candy guy. Like love all the Sour Patch, all that shit.
So when Aaron Carter was singing "I Want Candy," you were dipping into the Sour Patch Bowl.
Possibly, potentially, probably not. Honestly,
do you think he's acting like this because he's saying like, oh, I have bipolar disorder, mood swing disorder, or you think it's just like similar to Lindsay Lohan, where it's just too famous, too young, too much money, too much pussy probably thrown at you, dude. I could not imagine.
But see,
it's
he
like
almost
Justin Bieber effect.
obvious. But see, his is different though because he was like Bieber, but he was like 9-10 years old.
Taken down.
Yeah.
But the thing
And,
with
and,
Lindsay
not, and not
Lohan
anywhere
is-
near as big as Bieber, but he was huge.
The same thing with Lindsay Lohan, though. He is nowhere near the magnitude of Lindsay Lohan's fame.
Yeah, I would agree. Well, the thing is also his,
Not anymore,
but
yeah,
his
you're
was
right.
so
No, at any
young.
point.
His was
I don't know, dude.
No way.
When
I would
Aaron
agree- I would
Carter
agree.
first got on the
he was never as big as Lohan and Bieber ever. Bieber obviously the biggest, but
not at the
he was,
peak of their fame, but I'm saying at
No,
one
but
point.
I don't think there was any point besides maybe when Aaron Carter was like. Actually, no, because they did Parent Trap and shit.
Yeah.
There was never a point that Aaron Carter was bigger than Lindsay Lohan. Not to the general public. Maybe to like me because I was like I was literally his target market when he was making music when he was like 9 years old and I was like 6. Like I was his
Maybe
target.
that's why I'm thinking it too. Because
Or
I was
he
a
probably
target as well.
I don't know.
He was
might have
probably
been, like,
10 and I was
he
like
might have been 10. That's what I'm saying. We were literally his demographic, just like suburban white kids.
He's actually 31. I looked up his age.
So that makes sense. So he probably was like 12, 13 and I was like 6. That makes sense.
Yeah. But I think it's just that like child star effect, too much fame, too much access to drugs. I could only imagine like I know the history I've had with like being like a fucking crazy ass 19, 20-year-old kid going out partying, doing drugs like at parties and clubs and shit. I couldn't imagine and I did that off of maybe in college like $200 a month. I could only imagine what I would be able to do with millions in the bank account that I had access to.
Dude, I've always been on record. If I was in Justin Bieber's position,
I'd be dead.
I would probably dead, but I would have done so much worse shit.
I'd have AIDS
If I was-
and I'd be on heroin.
If I was
right now.
21 years old and had $200 million, you have the world by the balls. You can do whatever the fuck you want. No one can tell you what to do. Like, no one can tell you anything.
Yeah.
Literally anything. You like even your parent. You make more money than your parents. Way more. You support your parents.
What are you gonna? What
Like,
are they gonna
what-
do? Tell you to clean your room? I'll just throw a fucking like rack at my mom's face. Like,
Clean your room. I'd be like, you're living in my house.
Yeah.
I'd be like, go clean your room. I'd be like, this is my house.
Pay me my rent.
I'd be like, this is my house. Like I can do whatever the fuck I want in my house.
All right, what do you think Aaron Carter's net worth is?
At this moment, right now,
What
what website are you getting this from? Because a lot of these are bullshit.
This is Celebrity Net Worth.
Probably bullshit.
I mean, they're all. I looked at a couple. They're all the same.
Want to do
But-
over?
but, yeah,
say
right
it over
now.
under? What do you want?
I'm so like torn because like there's part of me that wants to say like
I don't know what the Backstreet Boys
I'll tell you
residuals
straight
are.
up.
Dude, he's not a Backstreet Boy, so get that out of your head.
I'm
Doesn't
gonna
matter.
tell you
That's-
straight up.
okay.
There's part of me that wants to say like 500,000 a million. There's a part of me that wants to say like 40. So I'm like I'm
gonna
very like torn. I'm all over the place. Like I think there's part of me that thinks he could have crazy residuals, and there's part of me that he could be broke as
All
fuck.
right, let's set it at $250,000 over under.
Oh, well, $250,000 over.
No, give your numbers. It's 5.
No, I'm gonna
4,
say fuck.
3.
'cause
I'm gonna say $250,000.
now I don't want to see. Now that you went a quarter, I'm gonna go high. I'm gonna say like 15 million.
400,000.
Ooh! All right, good. No, but see,
Makes sense.
but I was in the right spot though. I was like, it's either really low or really high. I really only went high because you went low, so I
And-
didn't want to give the same answer as you.
And he filed for bankruptcy in 2013. He was $3.5 million in debt.
Jesus.
That sounds more realistic. I mean,
I just was skeptical because I don't know. Like back then, you don't like that was before streaming. It was kind of before the whole music industry.
yeah,
fell
but
out
he
with
probably
apps.
made a
Like,
fuck ton of money, but he just
his
blew it
or
all.
his parents probably fucked him. Like he said, his older sister raped him when they had a fucked up family. He literally said his older sister raped him when she's dead now.
What's his brother's net worth?
Yeah, what's
from
what's
what
Nick's?
are the instinct residuals looking like? Probably not even great.
I'm
Dude.
sure Nick's is fine.
No, I bet he's richer than him. I would be shocked if his was more than like 5 or 10 million.
Nick is 35 million.
Real?
Holy
What did he?
NSYNC, bro?
No, it's Backstreet Boys,
Oh,
man.
Backstreet Boys.
That's what I
Sorry.
meant, Backstreet
Still,
Boys.
same thing. Like that boy band
How
era.
long did Backstreet Boys go till though?
I want to say they had probably a 6-year run where they were like on top of the world.
Yeah, I guess I wasn't giving enough credit for how
And that
like,
once again, that's when like record sales actually
and
like paid the artist.
and they were big when like when groups were like
It was
really
literally them and NSYNC. Like
Yeah.
that was it. Not that was it, but like those were the boy bands.
And then JT dipped off and
And
just
he
showed
didn't
that.
really have a solo career, Nick
No,
Carter.
that's why I said like 10 because I was like, I was just thinking that he didn't
he
do
was
much after
really
that.
like one of the front. Like he was
was
the
one of
front
the
man
front
for
man. He was like the pretty
Backstreet
boy.
Boys.
You know, he
was
was
the poster on your
who
wall.
would you
Like,
say-
I was
who-
obsessed with him.
Who was the number one?
I was.
That was a little weird.
Yeah, I was. You're fucking singing "I Want Candy." I can listen
Yeah, but
to
that's
Black
different.
and Blue.
Yeah, but that's
Gay is
different.
okay, but still, that was
Yeah, but that's
gay.
different. I was like 6.
So was I when I was listening to Backstreet
But then
Boys.
by the time I was 9, I think I told the story. One day I woke up in LBI, with my uncle to go to the store like early in the morning, 6 a.m. And he was like younger. Like at that time when I was 6, he probably was only in like his late 20s. And he fucking put on the radio, and "Beautiful" by Pharrell and Snoop Dogg came on.
What, did he touch you?
What? No.
Just playing, dude.
Why do you got to ruin like it's such a good moment? This is
All
the
right, sorry,
moment
sorry.
that I was turned on to hip hop in my life. I was 9 years old.
He was not turned on by his uncle. He was turned on by hip hop. He was given a hand job by the lords of hip hop. Not
That's
his
what I'm
uncle.
saying. Pharrell's vocals came down and stroked my dick. He said, "Beautiful, I just want you to know you're my favorite girl." And I heard that hook, and then
We're gonna
Snoop-
need to work on your pitch, bro.
Yeah, but that's that. Just throw me some auto-tune, bro. I told you.
I use autotune. You need to be able to hold the note, or it's gonna dip.
Oh, I could hold the note.
You didn't just hold the note there. You were very had a very flat tone. Your pitch was flat.
I told you I'm a soprano. I'm not an alt. A soprano's the deeper one, right?
It doesn't matter if it's deep. You did sound good.
Nah, my voice is fire.
I believe we can get a lot out of you, but
I'm telling you, I have potential.
so
And
what
then
do you think?
Snoop Dogg is on the lyrics. I was hooked ever since.
What do you think Aaron Carter's got to do? I think he's got to go the way of Justin Bieber. He's got to join the Hillsong Church or something like that. Get some Jesus in your life. Even if, like, I'm not a religious person, but I think if you're on, like, so much drugs and fucked up and, like, out of it, clearly he's not in a good mental spot. You got to just go, like, dip your head into, the holy water and go full Christian, full whatever, full religious freak in order to, like, get out of it and be saved.
I think Aaron Carter should just go away. That's what I think.
I thought he did.
I don't think. I'm not saying he should kill
You
himself.
should do a
I'm
group
saying
sue?
No,
We'll do a group sue with him?
no. I'm just saying he should just like disappear.
Just eat some rice in his backyard.
Just like he should just go like take his like $400,000 and just go hang out somewhere.
If you
Like,
take $400,000 to, like, Nicaragua, you should do that. He should become a missionary, get involved in the church, take his $400,000, and go to Nicaragua.
yo,
Like,
no. Yo, my best friend's dad when I was in Seaside this summer was telling me this story. He met this dude at this bar in Seaside who said he spends like half the year in like Seaside and then like half the year in Thailand.
Yeah.
He said in Thailand for like literally like it's crazy like $300 or $400 a month. He has like a sick house like on the beach, and there's a girl that lives there that basically like is his cook, clean,
And his
hooker,
prostitute.
and his hooker all in one. And she's like smoking hot.
Mm-hmm.
She just cleans the house, cooks for you, and just like sucks your dick whenever you want.
Yeah.
Yo, $400 a month. That includes the house.
Yeah, you can live like a fucking king off like $10,000.
He said he'll never like he just goes there for like 6 months at a time, like just literally just hangs out.
That's what a lot of people who are bartending on Fire Island do. They just live like they work like dogs, and they make like probably 30 racks maybe cash, and then they go off to the Middle East, like like South America or Mexico or Puerto Rico or a lot to Thailand, and it's like you kind of just live this like expat life for half the year, then come back and you kind of just do it all over again. You just party all year long. Only thing is like you do that for whatever 10 years, and you're 35. You have no savings account, and you're like, what do I have to show for?
You
it?
literally.
Probably fun as fuck though.
I mean, you pretty much just have to just keep doing that.
Yeah.
Like think like my boy's dad, he's like a retired fireman. His mom passed, so like he's kind of just hanging out, like he's at the fucking American Legion,
Yeah.
just getting hammered. Like he just spends his summers in Seaside the whole time now. This is another dude that's there. He's literally just like he's got shit going on.
That's fucking
He's just
sick.
hanging
I mean,
out.
if that was my predicament, I'd be
He doesn't have
okay.
excuse. He isn't retired. I mean, he might have been retired from something, but honestly, like I would do that for like a month or two,
I could definitely do that for a month.
as long as there could just be like
If the girl was tested, I knew she didn't have Thailand AIDS.
and there's just
totally.
like if I could just somehow get like a lot of kush there.
That's the thing. The weed sucks out there. My
See,
buddy Joey was out there.
that
said
would
weed was
be
terrible.
that would like I would need to somehow smuggle this weed through.
They have hash though. Like the hash is probably.
I'd probably just try to see, but that's the only problem because then you try to smuggle some, but you would need to smuggle like a lot.
You don't want to try to smuggle anything in or out of Thailand. Have you ever seen Locked Up Abroad?
No,
They can literally just.
You never
like,
seen that?
You never
I've
seen it?
I've seen like episodes.
The Thai
like,
ones
here
are
and there.
bad
great
too.
show.
Like there's been like Americans who like got arrested for crimes they didn't commit. Or maybe, actually, might have been a British guy. I think they had a movie about it, and they threw him in a Thai jail, and he had to like fight in this prison like tournament style fight league in order to gain his independence. And it was a real fucking thing. They really do this in Thailand. Like you have to kickbox like all these fucking crazy ass Thai like gangsters. And even if you're a murderer, if you win this like tournament, you get out. It's like fucking Mortal Kombat in jail.
That's awesome.
Awesome. They need to televise it.
That's awesome.
I'm pretty sure there is a documentary of it though.
That would be electric pay-per-view.
If anyone has seen this documentary, tweet it my way. I'll probably find it via Google. But if you've seen it and I haven't watched it, tweet it my way, DM me or something like that.
This man charged with armed robbery, 6'3", 275 pounds, is going up against the double homicide murderer, weighing in at 6'4", 292 pounds, for the heavyweight championship of the world. Winner gets to walk the fuck out of here.
Yeah, exactly. Dude, it wouldn't even be like...
Winner gets
British
absolved
guy,
of all of his crimes. Of all his
and
crimes.
the fucking like the first one, like the British guy, he wasn't like an armed robber. He literally was like smuggling hash. And so it was like this white college kid or white like British kid like trying to smuggle hash out, and he probably had to fight like multiple time convicted rapists.
Could he just be like, yo, like I'm out, like I'll just stay.
Yeah, but
like, could he just be like, is it like, does he have to fight? Like, couldn't he just look at the guy and be like,
I really hope
like,
I'm not telling the plot of an actual fictional movie. I feel like it's a documentary. I know something like this happened. I'm gonna go. I'm gonna stick with documentary.
Because you're just saying scenarios. I mean, it literally sounds like a movie. Because I just think of like,
I'm gonna look up the thing.
Like,
right
imagine if you just went in and just had to go against some like massive like murder. Like, you just look at this, you'd be like, dude, like he's gonna kick my ass.
I'm just trying to think
like,
of
why would I fight him?
I'm trying to think of a country, and I can't think of one country that would allow prisoners to just fight and leave.
I got
That's
it.
what I'm saying. Like,
I got it.
Oh, like the bad, because who's gonna win? Probably
it's called
like,
A Prayer Before Dawn.
Dude.
It was a fake movie. It was not a documentary. I was wrong. It's called A Prayer Before Dawn. It's based on a book, but what I just said is the basis of it. Some white guy goes to a Thai prison and has to fight in a like Mortal Kombat style fight league within the jail to get out.
So it's not
wasn't
real whatsoever.
But the league is real. But that specific scenario, I don't think was entirely true. Ha! It was a real fucking thing, actually. Billy Moore, the guy who wrote the original book, actually had to fucking learn to kickbox to survive in prison. But apparently he's back in jail. But I don't think it's in Thailand. But yeah, it was a fucking real thing. So I'm actually correct on both statements when I said it was a documentary and when I said it was a live action movie, because it was a live action movie that was based on a book. So in that sense, it is a documentary. It's an autobiography. So yeah.
I still don't believe
you
it.
Literally just completely just lied to me. Yeah. You just told me this whole thing that this was like real. I'm like, yo, in Thailand, these motherfuckers are literally just like steel cage death match, just fist fighting.
They are.
To see who walks.
They are, but they just didn't. It wasn't.
Wait, how does the fight? Does it get officiated? Like, how does the fight? Like, is it like a ring, a cage? Like, how does this go down?
I haven't watched the movie. I saw the trailer like a couple years ago. That's how I'm drawing this all from memory. But it was based off of a book. So much like we did the streaming service, I'm going to look deep into this. And next week we're going to give a recap of exactly what the Thai prison fight league is. And I don't really know the facts now. So next week we're all going to know the facts, and collectively we're going to be fans and scholars of the Thai prison fight league.
I'm so in on this.
Okay, cool. Maybe we can get some action on it too.
If you're gassing, if you're like really like, if this is real, I could not be more in on it.
You want to bet on it?
Yeah,
you like to gamble on that.
I want to win on it. Yeah, I want to bet a lot.
All right, so we'll circle back.
I want
next
hot
week.
tips from these dudes in jail. I want to know what's going on.
All right, we'll circle back next week. We'll figure it out, and I'll have all the details of exactly what the deal is with kickboxing in Thai prisons. 2 albums dropping this week. Potentially, 2 more than that, but 2 big albums in hip-hop. DaBaby, his album Kirk is set to drop on Friday. We'll do, hopefully, an album review of that.
Let's go.
And Kanye is supposed to drop an album. I doubt it's coming out.
Highly doubt it. Yo, DaBaby, I literally don't even want to focus that much on Kanye's. I want to focus on DaBaby's. DaBaby's I'm way more excited for. DaBaby he's in a position where, well, he was quoted. Do you hear the quote he had? Saying that this album will be as impactful to this generation as the Carter 3 was to its generation. Which is massive, massive, massive shoes to fill. Massive pressure he's putting on this album.
It is, but I think it's achievable pressure if he drops a fire-ass album. And it's not. It's an achievable goal. Sorry, not achievable pressure. And it's not a ridiculous thing to claim. He didn't say he's like dropping. I know you think you like
hail the Carter as your favorite album of all time, but it's not like
Carter 2. I would say Carter 2 and Carter 3. I put like I know I've always said like Carter 3 is like better, but I do like they're different. Carter 2 probably honestly is like better. Like I think as like a real hip hop like fan, you'll probably enjoy Carter 2 more. Carter 3 is more like
mainstream hits.
More commercial, more mainstream hits. But I still think like him saying that, like I think especially him being someone that's like around like our age, like him saying that he's basically saying this is going to be like one of the best albums to come out in the next like 5-10 years.
And I think that's what you should want your rapper to say, or one of your favorite rappers to say. I appreciate he's like, I'm not about to release the next Illmatic, the most like thought-provoking album of all time. I appreciate he didn't say that, but I appreciate that he set a lofty goal for himself, and I'm excited. Like if you listen to the first song, like it's not typical DaBaby. It's him talking about like his dad dying and how he's like looking at his daughter, seeing his father in her eyes. It's super introspective, and like I'm really excited to get some more of that because we've heard the funny shit with DaBaby, we've heard the gangster shit usually coupled in like the same songs. He usually is really funny and also talking about that life, and I'm super excited to see if he kind of follows the more introspective like real themes. Like
I think you're going to see a lot of like not a lot of everything, but I think you're going to see like that. I think you're going to see both sides. Like I think you're going to see the introspective side, and maybe that's even why he says the Carter 3, because you think of some of the songs like what is it, Comfortable, or when he goes on the whole thing about Al Sharpton and the whole like rant that he's not even just music, he's literally like just like talking.
Yep.
And he's saying the whole thing about how like Al Sharpton's a fraud, and he's saying like he's like all these people you're putting in jail are like you should be like instead of putting all this money in building jails, like let's send kids to college, all that kind of stuff. So maybe he wants to go like not that exact route, but like kind of like go a little deeper than we've seen before with his music. But I also think we're gonna see like a lot of the DaBaby that we've already seen, like you said, just him ghetto shit, gangster shit, hard shit, and then him just fucking around, which he's so fucking funny.
He's so funny.
Yo,
the videos are going to be silly.
And
the video for intro is awesome.
I might claim he has the best rap voice of any of the new artists.
As in
just pure voice, like just his rap voice is just fire.
Yeah,
he has this very fire voice. He has that where he's like southern and he talks really fast, but he's also super articulate with his words.
He doesn't slur his speech.
No, he's very he doesn't mumble at all. He's very articulate with his words.
I fuck with
he can rap and talk very fast, and you can still understand what he says, which I think is rare like nowadays.
I hope that this gets the right amount of press, and I think it will, to have the potential to be like go number one.
I think it will. DaBaby's huge. DaBaby's
and I think he's got a good
huge
team behind him. Interscope is going to market the shit out of him. Like I think he'll get that push. I think it was cool that Nav had number one album. I think a lot of that's timing. I think if Nav dropped an album when like fucking like the same week Thug dropped an album.
Oh nah, no chance.
Thug's
yeah, timing. And his album, Perfect Timing.
Yeah.
That was literally the name of his album.
Well,
but no,
that was his previous one with Metro. This one was what's it called? Habits or Bad Habits.
Yeah.
But no, I'm very excited for it. We'll see if Kanye drops. I don't think Kanye's gonna drop. So if we'll definitely have it, let's definitely do it DaBaby.
I don't, for sure. I'm so excited. Like I'm genuinely excited to hear because we really haven't heard like singles off it. Like there's so much of it.
The intro song, and it's
that's what I'm saying.
Intro.
Besides, literally the intro, which is called intro.
I'm excited for sure.
DaBaby.
Should we go get high?
Yes.
And after our high, I thought we might be joined with a very small but very powerful African friend of ours.
Thick.
Very thick.
Thick. 2 C's.
All right, we are back, and we have a very special guest joining us, our man, Za. He's going to weigh in, give his expert opinion on a viral video featuring Blueface and the new lady in his life.
Who is small.
All right, so in this Blueface video, this girl, what's her name, Za?
Britt the Freak, I believe.
Britt the Freak. Okay, Britt the Freak is in a strip club with Blueface, the rapper, the Tatiana King, the bleeded big
bust down Tatiana.
Big bust down Tatiana boy.
I want to see you bust down.
He picks up Britt the Freak up in the club, and he's like humping her or whatever, and making a whole scene, basically saying it's his new girlfriend. whether or not Blueface is dating Britt the Freak, Zod, is this like disrespectful? Because you always said, I remember you wrote like a blog, and you said one of the things you don't do to a low person is pick them up like a fucking child. You think she should be tight, or is she kinky? Like, is this like something that she likes? Is she a real porn star?
Yeah, I mean, in this context, it's fine because he's like picking her up to hump her in a club. That's like what you do. Or like, I mean, if someone just randomly comes up and like picks you up on the street, I mean, you can't be doing that. You know what I mean?
Zal, pull one on you. Give me a little background on Britt the Freak. Like, what is her like best known work?
So I got to know about her. She went viral. I forgot what the challenge was called. It was that
Shiggy challenge.
Do you love me?
Yeah, In My Feelings challenge.
Yeah, that In My Feelings challenge. That's when she got viral. I got to know about her. I actually wrote. I did that power rank like the famous, most recognizable midgets on the planet. She made my list. Congratulations, Britt. Yeah, that's how I got to know about her. She's very big. She's very big in the Black American world. I believe she's an entertainer. I know she does. She does a lot of club appearances. I follow her on Instagram.
Does she have sex on camera?
Loves a lot of fucking makeup and all that crazy shit. Great ass on her. But yeah, she's an entertainer.
Okay. Entertainer, adult entertainer, or just like Instagram famous? Like, does she have a sex tape out? I guess is my question.
No. Not that I know of. I mean, if there,
I didn't know. I mean, asking she's not a porn star, right? She's like just like an Instagram girl, kind of.
I mean, now I might go hunting. Now that you've jolted my memory about her and all that, I might go hunting and try to look for something. But as far as I know, she's just one of them Instagram thoughts, pretty much.
She's pretty, dude. She's actually kind of bad.
Yeah, she is.
She bad. You see how thick she is?
She is bad, dude.
You see how thick she is, man?
Like, I feel like it sounds fucked up. I feel like it wouldn't, like, if Blueface had sex with her, like, I feel like he'd... Do you think, like, would he hurt her? No.
No.
She's thick as hell. Yeah, what the hell?
You guys are freaks.
No, he wouldn't hurt her. Why would he hurt her?
Why don't you shoot your shot at her?
I did.
What, you did? What'd you say?
I did. I threw a what's up. She liked the tweet. She did not respond.
Instagram, bro. Slide in the DMs.
That's a problem. No, but the problem is these broads are big time. So she is very big. She's big, and I mean I believe I looked at her Instagram once. She has a lot of pictures with the rappers and all that, big in the entertainment industry.
Yo, that would be like such a... We should try to get like a fucking campaign to get you guys on a date together.
Right?
Would you do it?
I mean, I don't hate that.
I mean, of course he would. He
tried
to shoot a shot at her.
You see how pretty she is? I don't hate that. You know what? I might try to shoot my shot.
Let's
I think
go.
You need to. That's fucking
Let's
crazy.
go.
Follow her on Instagram and start liking her pictures and shit. See how that works.
That's the key. Yo, Za, so this is obviously a rap show. I put you onto some music today. What did you I put you onto?
Oh yeah, Jetski put me on. Actually, I don't know much about him. He has I know 2 songs from him. He's got that 3 nights song, and Jetski put me onto another one. Phone number. I believe that the cat's name is Dominic Flake.
Dominic
That's
Fike.
the name, right?
Dominic Fike. Fike.
Dominic Flake.
He is a cool
song.
fucking cat though. He's smooth, like ska rap kind of like.
Yeah.
I like him. He's very talented, very good singer.
It's a different kind of rap. None of that gangbang kind of stuff. It's it's rapping about girls and all that kind of stuff. I like him a lot.
Well, we thank you for weighing in on the fucking.
No, thank you for having me, and shout out to Big Ev again. Happy birthday, my man.
Za, appreciate you, my guy.
All right,
Za's my guy, bro.
Za is
since
the
day
fucking
one.
man.
Za's my guy since day one.
Thank you for having me on.
Yo,
Shout
Za,
out
one more question.
Uh-huh.
Who's your favorite rap producer of all time?
Favorite rapper of all time?
No, rap producer.
Favorite producer.
No, I want to know your favorite rapper. Fuck it, give us both.
Yeah, give us both.
That's favorite rapper of all time. That's tough. It depends on my mood. But I guess favorite rapper of all time, I've got to go Lil Wayne.
Let's go, Za. Let's go.
Hell yeah.
Za, let's go.
If
you already know.
If you ask me, he is. I know rap heads try to get all twisted with this whole, hey, you gotta have meaning and the Kendrick Lamars, that kind of stuff. But if you ask me, the greatest rapper ever, the guy he was a hit factory. He made a lot of money. He was on TV for a solid 8-9 years straight. He's the greatest of all time.
Every music
Talk
video.
that shit,
always
King.
fucking
Go
MP3s.
off, King.
Lil Wayne was featuring Idol. If Lil Wayne was featuring on your album, I mean, if Lil Wayne was featuring on your song, it's a hit.
It was must watch. Yes, Zaz. Yes. He
then-
literally just like word for word, just like preached my argument every time. His peak is higher than anyone's peak, and it was for so long. And besides, maybe you could say like Drake did, but he's like a singer too, so I feel like it like doesn't fully count. But just as a rapper, his peak was higher than anyone else's. He was everyone's favorite rapper for like 8 years, and fucking, he's the GOAT.
Yeah.
The feature thing. Like if he was on anything, you had to hear it.
Then again, Drake is, as you mentioned, he's genre crossing. Then to answer your actual question, because I mean I jumped on the rapper thing, but to answer your actual question, can I mention 2 people? Because I can't decide between these 2.
Yeah, hell yeah.
I think if you ask me, these 2 again, the same applies, same reasoning behind the same logic behind the Lil Wayne argument is the same one behind this. Rap heads will tell you Jay Dilla and all that nonsense. But if you ask me, the greatest, it's a toss-up between Scott Storch and Timbaland.
Ooh. I knew you were a Timbaland guy.
I don't hate the Scott Storch answer.
Scott Storch making a comeback. Doing a lot of
I know, he really has. He's making a
6ix9ine song.
He's making a big comeback.
Yeah.
Scott Storch he is. Yeah, but both of those guys, I can't pick my favorite.
He just blew all his money on cocaine and buying things while he was on cocaine.
Yeah.
What a life.
Crazy. What a life.
He blew like 30 million in cocaine or something.
No, but what he would do is he would buy a crazy amount of coke and do a ton of coke. But then while he was on coke, he would just buy like stupid, crazy, expensive shit.
Like cars and stuff?
Yeah, like just buy like $1 million boats for like no reason.
Oh my God.
Like I'm saying like shit like that. Like just make stupid purchases for no reason.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, if you were coked up like all day and just looking at like 20 mil, and
That's literally what he did.
Fuck, I'll buy cars.
But then he
million.
just went bankrupt. He just blew all his money, and then he couldn't afford to keep all the shit that he bought.
Well, hopefully I think he's definitely doing better.
Zano,
he might still be in debt or some shit. I don't know.
Za's a master's in finance.
I know Za's a money man.
Yeah, people forget.
People do forget. That's why every now and then when it just pops in my head, I like to say it just for the people who don't know, just so they can be like, "What?"
Za's gonna be my money man once I get a little bag from her.
Oh no, I'm out of that game.
You gotta be. I don't only trust
Za, a little side hustle, just a little. You be like his money manager for the Wayne Jet Ski tour.
I'm married to the content game now.
Then you gotta be manager slash
Thank you, fellas, for having me on.
No Za, gotta get back to your GTA. Do your thing.
Adios.
Tell Spider I said what's up.
See you later, dog.
All right, shout out our guy Za.
He's the man.
Za's fucking real shit. Za honestly has been like my guy since I got duped.
He was there for you back in the.
He was a legitimate DVD fan before I even got duped. When I was at Vice Raiders doing my thing, I remember I used to do these. I call it the morning Mac, and I would wake up, I'd be like smacked, and I would just talk some shit on Instagram, and he would watch like every single day. He would always hit me up that he loved it and shit. So shout out my guy Za.
Za's been grinding. You've been grinding, man.
Yo,
and he was a very good consigliere for like the dwarf community, the little people community.
Dude, he's been.
I didn't feel uncomfortable being like, "Yo, Za, is this possible?"
Dude, he's been a good consigliere to me. Like I remember even going in for like after I got duped, when I went in for my real interview, and just being an intern. My first day as an intern, like sitting next to him, and he would just always give me advice. He'd be like, "Yo, like do this, like don't do this, like just little shit, like just being like, oh, just to help me out, help me boost me up." Yep, he could have been tearing me down, but he was there to boost me up. That's my guy. But shout out Za. But now we'll get to the slaps of the week. We're gonna do something a little different now. I mean, Jet Ski definitely has his ear more to the SoundCloud wave and all the really, really new music, all that kind of stuff.
Half the shit that's never going to make it to the fucking Spotify world, probably.
Yeah, that's facts.
It's probably not good, to be honest.
Yeah, honestly, yeah.
I'm being straight up. I listen to a lot of like new artists, but I feel like you have a better gauge of like the what's been banging. I think since like I feel like you probably had a much better taste in rap than I did when I was in like 11th grade. I think I wasn't really listening to like projects yet.
Oh,
I think
yeah.
you def were.
I was on all that shit. I mean, see, that was like where like the love with Lil Wayne started,
I can
and
see
that just all that shit. So I mean, the first one I'm gonna go with this one. This one, I mean, this one's from like 2008. See, that's when I was really like getting really into music, like really into it. Probably like middle school. See, it's so dope for me that it's so easy for me to remember how old I was when I did this shit, because I graduated high school in 2012. So every grade I was in, like every year, that was the grade I was in. Pretty good. Think about that.
I think mine. Oh, you graduated. Oh, yeah, you're right.
So like
Mine
I graduated
was
12th grade in 2012.
1+.
So like the spring was like the year that I was the spring grade. The grade I was in spring was the
Yo, we
year.
gotta redo
I'm
this.
so smacked.
We gotta redo this.
Nah, we're not redoing it.
We have to redo it.
Nah. This is 808 smoke breaks. This is past the smoking section. I'm smacked.
We gotta
no,
punch
hold
in.
on. I'm regrouping real quick.
We're gonna punch back.
Whatever-
In. We're
no.
gonna keep this. We're gonna start back right now. All right. This is
So
go intro.
whatever grade I was in, that was the year it was in the spring. Boom. That made sense.
It did make sense.
So
All
the
right.
first one, I'm just gonna be basically what I'm gonna do for this is just pick random shit that I fuck with that you probably just haven't heard in a minute. I'm going with a song by 3 legends that go by the name of Kanye West, T.I., maybe the most slept on rapper of all time, in my opinion, T.I.,
I can see that.
and Jay-Z, Swagger Like Us,
Do you say T.I.
banger.
slept on? Do you think T.I. is slept on because he's like not heralded, or because you think he like didn't have as much of a mainstream success? You think he is like his numbers definitely sold?
I just think he slept on, like, when you think of like I'm not saying he's like a top like 5 guy or anything, but he's like up there. And I just think you don't think of like when you think of all-time greats, like I feel like you never ever rarely hear someone bring up T.I.'s name.
Good point. But he is fucking lethal.
But dude, he crushes it. Like he has so many bangers.
And what's slap number 2 for you?
Slap number 2, I want to go a little more recent because I feel like it's one that a lot of people just haven't heard. Where is it? Oh, actually, I'm gonna go fucking Actually, no, I'm gonna go with this one. This one's even a little sooner. 88 Glam. That song Heisman, such a banger.
I love 88 Glam. They're fire.
So fire. That song, honestly, their whole first 2 albums I fuck with heavy.
That's surprising. I wouldn't really pick you an 88 Glam guy. Like they're from Toronto, kind of have that.
No, because I like
auto-tune
Nav
worldly
too,
flow.
and Nav they're
Very
different, but like
dark
similar
beats,
though. Yeah, like similar. Yeah, I agree. Similar production, that kind of thing. So I'm gonna go Heisman by 88 Glam, but I mean, I'll bump either of those. Lil Bo, I always fuck with too.
Yeah,
He said, "I love that Lil Bo with the ice." This shit is so fire.
Their production is like crazy quality too. Like whoever mixes both their like beats and their vocals, nuts. The auto-tune just sounds so fire with these Toronto dudes.
That's what I'm saying,
I don't know, bro.
It's
Like,
different over there.
Nav changed it, man.
Yo,
Nav's auto-tune. I want
Nav's-
to have Nav's auto-tune voice whenever I talk.
Yo, his like first, I don't know if it was
He's
our
just
mixtape.
monotone.
I think it was called Myself, or that was definitely the first
That's
song.
the first song that really cracked off for him.
That whole tape is so fucking fire. I used to bump that shit non-stop.
crazy.
That was, if you want to get real fucking depressed and
In
just
your
be all
feels,
like in your
fucked
feels,
up, like you're
fucking
high
oh
shit,
my god, like he's
drunk.
like only like you only
You
can
might
be
have popped your
just
like
singing-
half of your roommate's
ju-
Xanax.
just saying you can only be yourself when
Yep.
you're off a bar, like some shit, like some dark. And I'm
I
not
just
committing
failed
that.
my geometry fucking class in college.
And it's
Some
weird too because I remember
geometry
when that came out, I low key was fucking not on some shit like that, but I feel like I was definitely in a different
Frame of mind.
yeah, a less. I was definitely in a more negative state of mind with myself at that time. But it's just great music though. I still would listen to it now and I love it. But it's just we're just sitting there I was in college. I was just doing a lot more drugs. That's really, it's not even like I was more like depressed. I really was just doing a lot more drugs.
88 Glam does do the whole like they talk about pills all day. I'm like, fuck.
Dude,
It's
that
kinda
was
some rap
Nav, like
shit
literally
that's bad.
all he
You
talks
should
about. He's
never
like,
listen
just popping Xanny bars and perks and shit, which I've never done perks or any of that shit. But yeah, I was definitely doing a lot more drugs in college, so I could definitely relate to him just doing drugs to mask your emotions and just your fears of the future, while you just get just incessantly drunk and just high and just trying drugs and shit. Just doing college, bro.
No more college. and stuff. We can't. We wouldn't be
grown-
able to survive. We wouldn't be able to survive the college life or the Toronto rap.
That's why I've grown past. I don't do any drugs anymore. I just smoke marijuana and I drink. I used to. Yeah. College was wild.
Those are good picks for you, though. I did not expect 88 Glam, so I appreciate that. I'm gonna give.
I kind of feel like mine are cheap now though, because I talked about one of them already, but we both talked about it. But my slaps of the week, the first one, the baby intro. I don't imagine if like he drops this song as intro of his new album, or he doesn't drop the song as the intro of his album. It's just called intro, and it's like the fourth song.
No, it's the album. It's Kirk. That's the name of the album.
Okay. I think that would be a funny thing for the baby to do. But anyway, this song intro is fired. Like we said before, it shows a different side of the baby. I feel like he's talking about real stuff, and I'm really excited for where the project's gonna go. And then number 2, I have Jack Harlow, Ice. I think this song was initially supposed to be called Dentine or something like that, and they had to change it to Ice. But it's dope. Jack Harlow, like we talked about him last week, we missed an opportunity to maybe have him on, but hopefully down the road we get him on here. But he's just a coolest dude. We got to meet him, like
honestly,
shake his hand, adapt him up. Like he's
I didn't get to. I missed him, but honestly, Trey, we low-key we had to bail on him.
We kind of didn't have to bail on
We
him.
low-key had to bail on him. We had another video shoot we had to go to.
Yeah, and we just chilled in Willie's house, and he like his personal barber, give everyone haircuts.
With Jack Harlow, did you? I know we talked about this before the show. Did you fucking listen to his 5 Fingers?
I didn't
His
get to
Five
listen
Fingers
to
to
it
Death
yet, so you recommend it highly?
Very fire, yes. There's been a lot of good ones, obviously, but yeah, for sure.
This is the second time he's done it, too.
Yeah, no, his was good. It was really good. I liked it. Like
Dude,
Sway definitely fucked
could
with
have
it.
interviewed him. He's like young too. He's like 20.
Yeah, crazy dude. They were saying not to count our chickens before they hatch, but he might be back next month. There's rumors, so
We gotta stop teasing guests. We gotta stop teasing guests and then not coming through with them.
well,
He will be though.
this
I
time-
talked to him and he was like, "Yeah," because he fucked with us a lot. He's like, "I'm gonna come back every single time I'm here," and he is back for a show next
Oh, okay.
month.
No, that's
He'll
what I
be-
was saying. No, that's
Jack
what I was,
Harlow on the pod!
dude. I said I was like, we had to cancel on him. Like he was literally here ready to do the interview, and he just when he got here, we literally like had to. We were literally on our way out to go to do another video.
Oh, I know.
We'll get him back. We'll be fine.
And we're gonna apologize to him. We're gonna say we're sorry for being Hollywood on you, bro.
Yeah,
Like we're sorry you little bro. You no, we'll say that.
no,
I'm
yeah,
definitely not gonna say that.
you
Cut
say
that.
you little bro, dude. You little bro, dude. Yeah. This is 808s to Smoke Breaks. This is love us, hate us. This is what you got yourself into when you stayed through this duration of the podcast. God bless you for listening. Follow at 808s to Smoke Breaks, at 808 Smoke Breaks, Instagram, Twitter, all that. Drop a review, subscribe, unsubscribe, resubscribe, stay subscribed. God bless. I love you. Peace.
I love you too. I just got too high.
Yeah, we got way too high.